recently I was, checking my emails, seeing who's uploaded what, and not it's a few people have reported, few outlets reported that Biden is surging in the polls. He's going up. And I thought, why? There's far more younger people than older people. That's just natural. Um, I have my thoughts, some quick thoughts. Not happy thoughts, not positive thoughts. Real quick note, George Bush was so bad, so idiotic, so stupid, and ruined so much stuff. I mean, he ruined people's lives and economies. That's the only reason Obama was elected. I mean, Obama, he ran as best and as beautiful as he could because, the old saying, if you black, you got to work 4 times harder just to equal out what someone white would get. I used to hear that and think it was just BS. And I learned the hard way. This brings me to this a little bit. Hillary didn't win the first time because she's a woman. She didn't win because it got to the point she chose not to. She realized Obama was outdoing her, so it was a little quid pro quo. You surrender this, and I got your back when you run. So that's what happened. Obama said that he would support Biden as for presidency if he ever ran. He said that people was already behind it. It was also behind Michelle Obama running. Didn't work out that way. Obama showed up for Hillary. He did. And Trump won. That was Hillary's fault. Not Obama's. Not even Trump. Not even the Trump supporters. That was Hillary's fault because she had everything. And she decided to, just get vindictive and do her normal thing. And what Hillary did was expose the Democrats. She exposed the business of the Democrats. Exposed how establishment they are. And we all think that's a great thing. And it is when you want to know the truth. Yes. Good grief. When you want to know the truth, it's good. It's a positive thing. A good step in the right direction. So, as I said before, Hillary with the meme with her with all these brands on her like a NASCAR racer, just all over her, saying that and there were people that were donating big oil and stuff like that. So now we come down to this year. Now, Sanders got screwed over by the DNC, so people lost trust in the DNC. Hillary owned the DNC and was owned by others. Even Donald Trump even came out and said, I have donated to Hillary, and when I called and I needed her, she showed up. That also did her in. That's one reason why she can't run this time, because she's been exposed. Hillary's tested the waters quite a few times. And Biden, he just dove right in because he wasn't really going to jump in at first. Everyone was jumping in. Biden took his time. Then Biden got in when Hillary chose not to. Wonder where we've heard that one before. So Biden is in, and he surges quick. Name recognition. Every black person out there was like, hey man, we love you, we remember you, the swearing gaffes that you had and things like that. We remember Obama, we remember you, you got us. So he got the black vote, at least the majority of it. Trump got an extreme minority of the black vote. Trump, he ran populist, he won populist, but he also won racist. That's important. That's real important in this. Donald Trump won with a racist rhetoric, a racist tribe. And with that brings me to this. Biden surging and staying on top. Yes, old school partisan Democrats, these stalwart Democrat voters. You know, D or nothing. Simple as that. And when they had nothing because of what Hillary did, they stayed home. Well, enough numbers of them did. The truth is, Trump got elected because the DNC was hoisted by their own petard. You know, that's what happened. But with this is different. This is scarier. Joe Biden has been called out for his busing, supporting segregationists, a lot of racist rhetoric. I mean, even bragging on standing up to the black bully corn pop when he was in his early 20s. That's the height of his life. And I understand that's what we hearken to, those early years, those 16 to 22, roughly in that area, give or take some years. We hearken back to that. So that's going to stay fresh in his mind. I wish everything else he said stayed fresh in his mind, taking away Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, other things like that. Those videos he don't want getting out. And Biden doesn't speak populist. Biden, he speaks unity, togetherness, and trying hard, the working hard, you know, being that hard worker and being the man of the house. That's what Biden talks, and that's what the older generation feed into. That makes it hard. That makes it hard because Biden doesn't care about anybody. He's not corrupt. For him, it's business as usual. Now, if Bernie Sanders decided to start hearkening to the big donors, then he would be corrupt. If Biden decided to work with other people with progressive ideas and being progressive himself, then he would have been corrupted into being progressive. This is business as usual. Biden's not corrupt. And maybe that's what Bernie Sanders was really trying to get at. Maybe. You know, he's a stand-up guy. He believes in his principles and things like that. Yeah. I mean, you want a little stabby at somebody, that can do it if you don't understand what you're hearing. Maybe I'm just interpreting it wrong. That's possible. All things are possible. Especially when it comes that Trump, his base, racist. And some, very few not racist. They just hope for a better day. Biden, he's getting those people that are understanding that Trump has hurt them real bad. Trump has lied. Trump's gone back on his promises, his quote-unquote policies, that he can't cite anything of religious text despite being the most religious person in the world. These people, they're tired of Trump, and they're definitely going to go towards Biden. He's establishment. He talks the do it together, be stronger, work hard, support your family, get rid of all these regulations, the things that Republicans have been toting for years. So they get to hear a Democrat say those very same things, as well as this Democrat being for the segregationists, working with racists, and other things like that. Now, progressives and others have exposed that about Biden ad nauseum. They have. And that racist base, they hear it. They've listened. And they like it. So he's going to surge. No doubt 1/3 of this country is racist. To what level? That's the individual. We know another third is apathetic, and another third that's divided into outright partisans. So you get a mixture of everything. And within every single group, you've got those sprinkles of independence because, well, some just aren't going to be a Republican because they realize I'm a Republican, I want to be a Republican, but they're racist, so I'm going to be independent. I'm Democratic, I'm a Democrat, I'm going to be a Democrat, but they keep siding with big oil and such, so I'm going to be independent. Some don't go independent. Some go straight to the third parties, which is why they subtly got their boom here and there. But Joe Biden, he's getting his push because progressives and others are calling out the racism that he has. They're calling out the anti-progressiveness that he is. And they like that. Because if anything's been noticed, I hope anyone's noticed this, but there's nothing but rhetoric against the far left. And you don't get as far left as progressivism. Therefore, progressives, far left, the radical left, the dangerous left, Joe Biden harkens to the center right, and they're going to jump on that because they've been hurt by Trump. They don't want to get beat on anymore, and they're going to go directly to Papa Joe. Papa Joe is going to give them what they want, and we're going to lose everything because, honestly, progressives by nature can't be racist. If a progressive is racist, then that person is not a progressive. I understand that I'm opening up a small can of no true Scotsman fallacy, but at the same time, they're called progressive for a reason. And racism, keeping the racist ways and whatnot, that's not progressive. That's regressive. That's not what progressives are about. They're about a lot of things, and you can't pigeonhole it, you can't typecast it, but it's not regressive. It's not keeping on old money. It's not keeping old ways. It's about new, forward, the future, now, not in 20 years, not 30 years. We needed it 20 years and 30 years ago. That's progressive. You need it now. No more waiting, no more procrastinating, no more stalling. We need it now. That's where it needs to be. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from, why Biden is where he is. I'm not happy. I'm actually concerned. Not concerned. My world is not the view of everyone else, but I'm hoping everyone can see my world and understand we need Bernie, and Bernie should be the minimum of anything we get. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. With that said, y'all, thank you for your time, your patience, and putting up with me for almost 13 minutes. Could have said this in probably 3, but I wanted to say other stuff. Please timestamp, or if you got to, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Cedric Kennedy, Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.